Hello, this is Max Drake. I just want to talk about a couple of other productivity tips today. This is video number 2. The Firefox browser. Now, I use Firefox just because I prefer using it. Chrome, sort of okay. I'm just sort of used to this interface at this point in time. Anyway, one of the really nice things about it is, where's my thing? I've got a whole load of bookmarks, and the problem is I've got lots and lots of bookmarks. And one of the very nice features of Firefox is it has this thing with the property with the bookmarks called keyword. What that does, which I think is really neat, is that you just type in your keyword and it'll go and find your site for you. Oops, now I actually didn't type it in properly because all I do is it's just 2 letters, and if I type in the 2 letters it'll actually go there. So I've got a whole lot of websites that I use and maybe doing some editing and things like that, or there's ones that I go and choose all the time, like my bank account, or etc, etc, etc. So instead of actually remembering it, I actually I just need to type the first 2 letters because that's what I've got of a lot of the key things for those. So all you actually have to do inside your bookmarks is that you find a bookmark that you actually want, you go into properties and you type something and you give it a keyword of some description. I suppose it could be 1 letter or in fact 1 number. And so if I actually just went into there and just typed 1, it should come up with that pan overview. It's a really fast way of getting through it, and especially when you've got a whole lot of bookmarks and there's certain ones that you're using all the time, so you're always jumping into those things that you're going to. So mine are here, and normally I try and push them up the top, but then suddenly I find I've gone and grabbed a few more things, etc, etc, etc. So that was just one productivity tool that I just find quite good, but it is very much focused on Firefox in a way. The other one, which is a standard window one, this is called, and it's my middle mouse button. So if I'm here and I want to navigate to somewhere else, I just go and right hand click and this pops up. So this is really handy. So it actually is very good at mapping where you want. So you can straight away, you can customize, you can do a whole lot of things. Like for some programs, you don't want this middle, you want to use the middle mouse button for something like a pan. So if you actually have those issues, you can come through and, where is that? There is a little aspect of that there. They've changed it. Tools, or maybe it's in options. Customize, pop-up hotkeys. There's a whole load of hotkeys and stuff that you can actually use. But basically what I do is I actually have a whole load of paths that I'm using. And especially when I'm working on a few projects, if I'm actually got 2 or 3 projects that I'm working on, and inside those projects I've got a whole load of different things that are actually happening, and maybe I've located them on different drives or something like that, this is absolutely brilliant for navigation, since you don't actually have to go and search for those. Another one that I use quite a lot is screenshots, where I've just grab screenshots and then later on I'm in another project or something like Word or something like that, and I actually just want to go through and I want to add a screenshot image that I've got to go. So I just go pictures into there and it pops up that, and instead of doing and that goes to pictures, but I've actually got one called screenshots where it goes through and I can grab whatever I actually need to do to grab for that. So let's just bang that one in there just for the hell of it. That was basically for one of my blogs or something like that. So it's a really good way of flying through things. The other one, as I said in that particular example here, is that I've stored files in a different directory somewhere, or I've got something and I can actually just go and I can preset those directories that I want. This will also, as well as doing that, so great for actually navigation through to areas of the project that you're using all the time, or particular file areas that you're using, especially when you've got deep paths on a lot of these things. I keep all my OBS videos in a specific place, and so all the videos just come through and come into there. So anytime I actually have to go and check something, I would just go into that. So that's quite good as well. And again, if I want to search for something that I needed, like one of the things that actually happens quite a lot is that I don't use Canva. I create a custom front screen to the video that I'm doing, and those go to download. So straight away I can actually just go into downloads, go to date modified, and actually find the current thing that I actually want. It also does starting up programs. So if I were to start up Notepad++ and it wasn't there or something like that, rather than coming down here, and that's very useful if you've actually got programs that you don't use that frequently, but you don't actually have them in your taskbar. As it is, my taskbar is usually very minimized, so I don't actually have to use it very often. And sorry, I've got the very small icons on here, so I can actually put quite a few on there, and I've got ones that I don't use that frequently, but it is handy. I just don't use a lot of these things. I just drive myself off the taskbar nearly all of the way that I want. But if I did want a specific program going through there, now in this particular program, and that's actually come up, but a lot of the times you'll be in a program like this that would actually use a pan, so you don't want that pop-up to actually occur inside there. And inside that customize, they've just altered this because it's just been updated to the newer version. You can actually go and maybe it's in general, there's an area, various advanced options. There's one of them here that I just say when I'm in these programs here, if I press the right hand mouse button, disable it so the quick access pop-up doesn't work in there, because I'm using those for something like a pan or zoom in, zoom out or something, so it doesn't affect the middle wheel. Again, you can make FastKeys, and it very easily is that you go into a specific directory of somewhere that you're using. Let's just go into that one there. Who knows? Go into there, and I want that area to be used. You can just add that custom theme bob through into there, and you can call it blah blah. Oh, okay, blah blah, and then you can move it to where you want in your pop-up list for where you'll commonly use it. So you can just save that there. You can just close that. So if you pop up now and I go to another directory and I want to come back to that one, bang, straight away I'm back to that one. So I don't have to go and do all this repathing down. I generally don't have that many programs running in there. There can be little bits of scripts that you can also put in here as well, and but it is a fantastic program. So this program is called Quick Access Popup. You can donate to the site. I'm guilty of saying that I haven't actually donated to the site, but I'm unemployed. But if I was, I think I would actually donate, because this is a brilliant tool. It is a really, really good productivity tool. So I hope that one's been of interest to you. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be doing some other little productivity tips in the next one to do with launching programs. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, can you please give it a thumbs up? Thank you.